Look, I know it's hard to digest, okay? I get it. You guys, and this is not a message for everyone, you guys have been operating systems that have been working seamlessly, really, forever, and we'll just leave it at forever. That's not true, but you know, a long time, undetected, and then easily, you know, able to write off those like conspiracy theorists, you know, which you guys created that name, right? And you've been able to do this for years and years and years and years and years and years. And it's hard that this annoying me, okay, comes in hot and heavy, locked and loaded, and basically un-F-with-able, okay? And I don't mean this ego. Like, I don't even realize, like, half the time I don't even know what I'm fighting up against. Half the time I don't even know I'm fighting anything. But that's because, like, my big bro Mike, and I'm serious. I'm dead. See, I'm serious as cancer, and cancer is in the Bible, okay? And that's what you guys you're all a bunch of Bible thumpers, right? So, and I'm not being funny, okay? I know I'm always joking, and I know I'm always cheeky and this, that, and the other thing, but like, I'm dead serious. And I'm a girl, right? I'm a girl that's in, like, how you guys are living, you'd consider this dead ass poverty, right? I get it. Like, how can she, who even, you know, how does she rate, like, how can she be the one that's gonna be, you know, leading the new earth? I get that. That's a lot to digest, and trust me, when the cat comes out of the bag from, you know, people who have mocked me and, you know, made fun of me for, you know, being like, I'm gonna save humanity. Like, I didn't know how, but I was like, I'm gonna save humanity. And that was before I even, like, I've been saying that since before I even got on social media this round, which was in November last year. Like, even before, when I had social media, when I was being hilarious on, but when I started on TikTok in 2021, okay, I believed that I was going to save humanity then. I was just not gung-ho, like, I wasn't being a whistleblower, right? Like, which it wasn't my plan either. What started all of that? It was because I went on Threads, and I was like, what the frig did I stroll into? Like, what dark F world of the internet did I land in? That's all. Like, it was just something that I couldn't not see the things that I saw. I didn't go looking for things. Like, my God, I did not go looking for things. I was just on Instagram to, like, get my poetry out there. And I didn't even, like, it wasn't in a career sense either. I was just proud of it, and I loved it, and I wanted to share it. And I even, at the beginning of Instagram, I tried to, like, be formal and try and, like, you know, I did a little research, like, okay, stick to a theme, stick to a this, stick to a whatever. I tried, and then leave me alone. This isn't anything bad that I'm speaking. God. But, like, it just happened. And, like, I have children. You guys know that. So it's like, and you know, as much as you hate me, as much as this, as much as that, like, you know how much I love. You know how authentic I am. You know how genuinely I care about humanity, all the humanity, even you grumpy bunch of people, you know. even the elites that don't want me a part of their group because I'm cringy as F and blah, 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 or whatever you guys are saying. Like, I'm not coming to steal anybody's thunder. I want us to all rise together. I want everyone to rise. I want everyone to. And yeah, you guys probably don't want that. Or, I mean, some of you probably don't want that. And I get it because, you know, whatever. It makes you stand out. And that's fine. But you have to realize that not everybody in this world want what you have and want that extravagant lifestyle. Like I've said before on other posts, like, there's plenty of people that I know that if I walked up to them and gave them freaking $500 million, they would stay in their home, their 1,200 square foot home, happy as a pig in crap. They'd probably buy a new lawnmower, you know, they'd probably buy a snowplow, like things like that. Like they would maybe buy the name brand ketchup. You know, there's still a lot of people in this world that would be like that. Fame and all that's not for everybody. It is not for everybody. And honestly, that wasn't my dream. You know, I ever only wanted financial freedom so that I could not have to struggle, so that I could bake with all the fresh things and have all the ingredients that I could think of, and all the baking, you know, tools and all the craft tools and all the craft supplies. Like, just have my own little mini Michaels in my house, or in my she shed, which I really dreamed to have, which was just gonna be a little shed in my backyard where I would smoke my marriage hoochie and craft and just be in my own space when my children went to sleep. Like, I wanted to be able to make gifts, make baskets when it was someone's birthday, anyone's birthday that I knew. I wanted to be able to do something special for them, which would take money, which wasn't in my weekly budget that I, you know, allowed to have. I know it's hard to digest. I know. And I know that these are big shoes to fill, but I made a promise to God. And not like a promise like anyone else makes. This is a different, I made a very specific, different promise to God. And it's not even a, like, well, you know what, I don't feel like doing it anymore. You know, it's not even an option. It's not even an option. Not that I would want to. I want to be a part of this massive movement. I want to help lead the world into the new earth. Why? Because I know that I'm doing it from a good place. There's no ulterior motive here. I'm not gonna go around and change who I am. I'm gonna eat healthier, way healthier. I'm gonna be even more kind. I'm gonna share and do random acts of kindness 10 million times more. Like, like, you're not gonna see me, like, you're not gonna see me with the Louis Vuitton. I don't even know the names, to be honest. I don't know the names. But, like, you're not gonna see me with that. It doesn't matter how much money I ever obtain. You are not gonna see me like that. Yeah, I used to wear the freaking Michael Kors crap, but I don't care about that. If I find one at a thrift store and I like the style of it, then cool. But it's not for the name. Because the names, they don't make you happy. My God. That stuff doesn't make you happy. You know, I get it. I really get it. It's hard to digest. And the shame that comes with, you know, the things that have happened, you know, that your family may not know about. you know, and they think that you're just this stand-up human who's, you know, doing this in politics and doing this as a musician and doing this as a painter and la 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 la. All these different careers that have played a pivotal role in, you know, a lot of things. I don't want that for you either, because like you have families that had no idea, and confirmation, I know that they're gonna have to deal with the wrath of people, especially with you guys being in the limelight. Like your information is going to be aired like dirty laundry. But if I had a say, if I had it my way, you wouldn't have, that wouldn't be the case. It wouldn't be allowed. For your true healing to happen, that won't help. You know, having all that stuff aired won't help, and it's not good for your family, and it's not going to be good for any kind of recovery, whether you're in, you know, the same tax bracket as you are now or you're not. I don't want anyone to go without food, and with, you know, I don't want anyone to have to go through the pain and the torture that I was put through. Even those who did the torturing, even the ones that, you know, I don't want you in my immediate circle, but that's fair. That's just, right? But I don't want you struggling. I don't want you to have it easy, like gravy easy, but I don't want you to struggle. I truly don't want that. But like, this is inevitable. This is a promise. This is a straight up promise that I made with God. This is something that He placed onto me. Like, it's happening. It's happening. And I don't say like, oh, choose wisely and it, you know, time is running out. Yeah, I have to be cheeky because, man, like, you know what you've done. You know what you've done. Like, to even think that you, like, I know that a lot of you are, you know, like, in awe, like, oh, like, how could you never, you know, like, but it's like, yeah, man, come on, like, you're smart, like, give yourself credit, like, you're smart. A lot of you are very smart, but it's like, in some of your heads, it's like you're confused as to why I would not have mercy, you know. And it's like, I will, but at the same time, you have to understand if I didn't as well. But again, that's not what I want. But I don't know. The point of my message is just to address that I understand how hard this is going to be for you, for your families. I understand that this may be like the only lifestyle that you're used to. Trust me, I know what that's like. Even though I didn't have glitz and glam, I still had a home. Had a home. And do not and have not for quite some time now. So I get it. And I've, had steady income and not worried about food. Yes, I didn't have the things I always wanted. Yes, I couldn't do the things that I wanted always in terms of crafts or extra baking or, a type of food because produce was so expensive and things like that. But you can do it. And the sooner I can, well, that's not up to you guys really, but the sooner that I can be using all of my skills that terrify and annoy so many, the sooner that we can actually live with equilibrium, the sooner we can all adjust to the changes, which are going to be beautiful. And yeah, they're going to be hard for some. Yeah, it is. It really is. But the way that I am, and honestly, when I'm cheeky, like when everything comes out, I'm gonna be extra like, no, you people, don't you be talking crap about them. Like, don't, yeah, like, okay, wait, hold on. There's a lot of dark, and there's a lot of dark that has to do with children, like, mostly, right? We know this. But for the ones that are in the circle of just the financial realm of the crimes, who really truly had no role in any children-related crimes, like, I won't stand for people just bashing and crap talking. I won't stand for that. I don't stand for any hate, because truly, even those, like, even those that did doing the child-related crimes, confirmation, they weren't, like, that wasn't their dream when they were, 5 years old, writing that they want to be a firefighter, writing that they want to be an investigator or a writer or whatever the case. That wasn't their goal. You know that. I know that, and every single person that watches this video and hears me saying it knows that. No little person grows up wanting to do that. Where did that come from? The generation before them. And the reason that it just kept cycling is because it was never stopped. And that's why I'm here. Directly, that is why I'm here. That's why I went through the things that I went through. To shut this all down. And I would do it again, all over, from start to finish if I had to. I will not. That I know for a fact. There's not another loop here. There's not another loop. Not for me. And everyone gains who move in love. Everyone. And like I say, like, I don't just keep talking about choosing love as a catchphrase or a freaking hashtag. Like, again, you guys see my content, okay? You saw it before I started being a whistleblower. You saw it mid, you saw it, all of it. You know my conversations, you know my text conversations, you've known my physical interactions, you've known what I'm saying in the car, you know what I'm saying in private conversations, you know what I'm doing in the bathroom. Like, you know all of that. You know my tendencies, even though you can't figure me out, right? The way you want to, that would benefit you, or you think would benefit you, you know, in terms of bailing you out with, you know, doing more evil with evil, or correcting evil with evil. You know me as a human, right? You know, you see me helping strangers without taking pictures and videos of, you know, the things. You see me paying it forward in Tim Hortons without plastering it all over Facebook that I paid it forward. You know, you see that. You see me jump out of my car mid freaking, like, city block during traffic and running up a hill and giving $20 I didn't really have, okay, to someone. Now, this isn't like a clout thing either right now. This is a, like, you guys know that. I know you know that. I know you know all of that stuff. And you know that this was like a year ago, okay? This is, there's so many things. You know all of it. The corner store, like a month ago. I don't know, yeah. The corner store a month ago. You know the man at the corner store a few weeks ago. You know the coffee shop today. Come on, guys. You know me enough to know I know that once I know more, like, from humans that are on this planet, like, yeah, I'm gonna be upset. Yeah. But the thing about me is that I know where it came from. I know it's not your soul, if you have one. And if you don't, then I know what that is. I got goosebumps. I truly don't want it to be worse for everybody who has caused the pain, because I know how bad the worst can be. So I hope that you'll trust me, or at least know that I'm rooting for your healing, because what's coming is undeniable. Who I am and why I'm here is undeniable. It's not negotiable. And I will say this again and again and again. This is not out of arrogance, fame. I'm talking to a specific number of people right now. And if this resonates with someone outside of your circle, oh Lord, send me a comment and I'll pray for you. Or send me a message somewhere. I don't know what I got linked. That's all. I know it's not all. I always say that's all, and then I'm like, that's not all. We know that. But this one, it comes from a genuine place of, like, I forgive you, but you gotta stop. And if you don't, like, that's fine. Again, that's fine. You can make your own choices, and kind of, you can make your own choices, right? Like, who's your ringleader? Who's your ringleader's ringleader, right? That's what's terrifying, is that, like, do you even know that? I don't know. I don't spend my time thinking about it, but true love.